I want to ask you, Tupac on death row. How was that? Because you had just beat the murder trial, correct?
Yes.
You had just beat the murder trial.
Yes.
Pac comes to death row, and then murder was the case. Was that the first record y'all recorded, or am I mistaken?
No, the first record.
Is that the first record that came out?
No, the first record that me and him did was America's Most Wanted.
That's what I said. That's what I said in my mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What I said? I said Gangsta Party.
Yeah.
No, you said murder was the case.
Murder was the case, which is only him.
Oh, yeah. I meant in my mind, I was saying some other shit.
Facts.
I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry.
He was my friend before he got on death row.
Okay.
Yeah,
because at that same Source Awards, didn't he?
He wasn't there. We had a cutout billboard of him inside of a cell. We had cells and everybody was in the cell. His billboard was cut out in the cell. He wasn't even on death row or talked about being on death row. We just did that as a symbol of representing him and fucking with him because he was my friend.
Right.
So that was a play that I did to put him in there to represent it.
Wait, so you saying he was your friend? So you saying
I'm the reason why he was on death row.
Oh, wow. I ain't never heard that.
That's what I
he was my friend.
Right.
And my thing was speaking with Suge because after he had got shot, I had flew to New York like the next day. And it was like shit was going bad for him and he had got locked up. And I was like, man, Suge, we need to put that nigga with us, cuz.
How far back is y'all's friendship?
Poetic Justice Rap Party was the first night I met him. And then we became friends. And actually, MC Breed, rest in peace, was trying to buy some dope. And I knew the nigga that knew the nigga. So Breed got some dope for me. And DOC and Breed was cool. And Tupac. And that's how we all became like a circle of friends.
Crazy.
Believe it.
This is crazy.
That's crazy.
Real
I ain't
hip-hop.
gonna lie. I got so hip hop mode fan just now. I was just saying. I forgot I was supposed to ask a question at this point. Like I was just sitting there, like I'm just thinking, like, word. So all right, boom. Now Pop comes here. He's already there. Y'all already doing what he doing. These records come out.
These records.
Right.
Let me tell you this, so you'll know. All eyes on me.
Right.
When he get out, I'm working on Tha Doggfather. So when he get out, my cousin Daz is like my #1 supplier.
Big up Daz.
Because Dre basically like not really giving up music because I think he on his way out, but we don't really know what's going on.
Just doing cocaine in the bathroom.
Don't mind that.
Hey, thanks for doing it in the bathroom. So we working on my record. So when he get out, naturally I tell Daz and the whole crew, Pac getting out, y'all throw Cuz all of the music. Get him right first. Right. So he end up getting all this hot music because we was in the process of doing hot shit, and then Pac brought a spirit to the studio that was different than anybody we ever worked with. He had a work spirit that was like this nigga could be in 3 different rooms at one time and making music, and he would never listen to it. Like we learned this from Dr. Dre. We would make a song, we would listen to that motherfucker for a whole month. I mean, just back to back, 30 days, just listening to the same goddamn song, partying, inviting bitches over off the same record.
And the song might not even come out.
Yeah, and then it never come out. The nigga Tupac was like, nigga, when we make a song, when we finish it, we ain't listening to that shit, pull another beat up, we doing another motherfucking song. You can mix that motherfucker, when you finish, we'll listen to it.
He was a factory.
He was never about, like, even when we made one song, boom, the motherfucker, the last verse, he'd be like, all right, play it back. We play it down from top to bottom. As soon as that motherfucker cut off, all right, give it to the engineer, pull the next beat up. Never did we listen to a song twice with that nigga. That's something that I learned from him that I take with me today, because I wasn't like that. I learned from Dr. Dre. I learned from my teacher. They taught me how
different styles.
Exactly.
Perfectionist and another type of perfectionism.
But Pac was on some like, nigga, fuck that. We going. How you think a nigga made 3 albums in motherfucking shit 6 months?
That's Gemini shit, Joe, by the way. That's Gemini shit. I'm a Gemini, so I understand where he comes from.
What sign are you, Snoop?
I'm a Libra.
Alright, what sign am I? I forgot.
Fuck, how we gonna know your sign? Virgo.
I'm a Virgo. I don't know if it means anything, but fuck it. Let's make some noise for the signs. Yo, Snoop.
Astrology.
Listen, Snoop. I can't thank you so much. We got a couple more. No, I'm not cutting it off. But you know what? I want to in mid interview. I just want to thank you because you know what? this is the first time artists, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, is running media right now. Like, right now, we are running
and DJs,
and DJ. I'm sorry. When I say
I gotta represent the motherfucking DJs, man.
That's right. You always gotta have a Mexican around you.
Yeah, I'm Cuban, by the way,
listen, but he's from LA. You always.
I'm from LA too.
Yeah. Salvadorian. It's same shit. Mexican.
I'm originally from LA. Southgate. What up?
Same shit.
Yeah,
so
I lived in Southgate.
You always gotta keep. And you know what?
Pete Ellis Dodge in the motherfucking house.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the first time. You know. This is what I believe because you know you got GGN.
Yeah.
So now, do you operate GGN when you're not there? Because we're gonna be in LA August. Can I co-host GGN? Can we?
I'd love to have you there. Yes.
We'll co-host because we're gonna be in LA August 27th through the
28th.
28th. I gotta stay to the 30th.
26th through the 29th.
26 to the 20th.
I can make that happen. That's no problem. I have
and
my
I'll
own
co-host.
facilities.
You send me who you want. You send us because we'll co-host together.
Not a problem.
Drink champs.
Yeah, he's trying to cut me out right now. I saw that right now.
No, I'm sorry. Because you know why? Let me just tell you something. When I say me, I mean we.
Me is we.
Me
is we.
We got mad sentiment.
Familia.
Let's just make some hardcore nigga noise.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Whatever, nigga. Yeah.
Snoop, it's no much more that I can respect you because not only you was one of the most coolest people that I was supposedly like quote unquote have beef with, like, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of my career, but not only that, but you continue to show your growth, your prosperity. Everything you do is to uplift. And again, this walk that you and Game just did was so like inspiring to me because it made me want to go back to my own hood and do such a thing. And so again, I want you to touch on that, and then I'm going right back to your music because it's a lot more shit I want to talk about.
Well, you know, one thing that I do is coach football, and I have my own football league.
I was just about to say
the
that.
Snoop Youth Football League, 13 years.
I had a question about that.
Yeah, we've been doing that for 13 years, man.
Yeah, it's our fake sportscaster. Come here.
Paul wanted to big you up. Where you at, Paul?
No.
He wanted to big you up.
Hey, Paul, what up?
Didn't you say Kevin Garnett was going to?
No, I said LeBron was coming to Miami. I fucked up.
He said LeBron was going to Miami.
I said Dwayne was coming in front of a
If he'd have said that 8 years ago, nigga be like, that nigga's a genius.
I did say that. So shout out to Vic. Anyway, I wanted to say that was dope the way you was on Esquire TV and you did the Friday Night Tykes.
Because he coaches his sons.
And you did the Friday Night Tykes with the Houston and California Little League.
Yes, sir.
And you commentated the game for the shorties.
Come on, man. That's what I do.
I told him that earlier. So
I wanted to. Yeah, he really liked that, man.
Thank you, dog. Well, that's what I do. Like
both
a lot of
just
times
spoke Chinese.
It don't get a lot of the shit like that don't get a lot of attention because I don't ever really want cameras around it because I do it for the love. I don't really do it for attention and try to make like what I'm doing. I want you to come see all this great work I'm doing in the community because community work is supposed to be done regardless if it's the camera there or not. And what I've been doing with these kids, I've been building them and showing them how to, live and go to high school, graduate, go to the NFL, go to college and do their thing or whatnot and give them hope. And we go to areas where the crime rate was really at a high level and now it's at a low level and we getting gang members to, drop the guns and become football coaches and lead these young men. So this is something that I'm doing that I don't really get a lot of attention for, but it means the world to me to be able to do it 13 years and running. I got a kid that played in the Super Bowl last year. Yes, sir.
Years ago, like I said, I'm originally from LA and I still got family out there that live in Downey right now, actually. And my cousin Melissa, she's a teacher at Long Beach High.
Oh, yeah.
And this is years ago, she told me you came by, I guess an old coach of yours is still there.
Yeah,
and she was just telling me how much you gave back to the children there. You would come often, she said.
Yeah, that's
you were like a regular appearance there.
That's what I do. I look out. I try to come through as much as possible because I like to let the kids see an example of what they can be. A lot of times when I was a kid, if somebody was considered a star, we never seen them. Like the era that we live in now, you see stars all the time. When I was a kid, a star was way in the sky. You could never just pull up somewhere and see a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? You had to be like somewhere special. And if you seen him, you wasn't gonna get no conversation with him.
Right.
You wasn't gonna get no picture with him or no autograph. You just seen a flash of him. So nowadays, these kids don't understand that they get a chance to get up close and personal with these celebrities like myself. And it's our job to give them the information on how to be what we are or be better than what we are?
Now, me, been waiting to ask this question the whole night. At one point, Death Row Records was the invincible, the unstoppable, the unfuckable. And at that time, the artist at the height of that whole forefront was Snoop. How the fuck did that feel? Because we see other people, we see the Cash Moneys, we see
The Murder Inc.
the Murder Incs. But Death Row just felt different because I don't want to say of the gang affiliation, but I'm going to say because of the gang affiliation. Like, how did that feel? Like, when Death Row was Death Row, how did that feel? Like, just being in that.
I mean, it was a great feeling because we didn't have to be nobody but who we was. We didn't have to fake, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have to try to appease nobody by doing what y'all do or what they do. We did what we did. We dressed the way we wanted to dress. We wore our hair the way we wanted to wear our hair. We rapped about the shit we wanted to rap about. We chose the music that we wanted to rap over. It was like it was a whole style that was unique to who we were and who we are. And that was the fulfillment of it all, that people loved and appreciated me for being me. That they didn't want me to be nobody but me.
That was real. Let's make some noise for that. Oh my God. Hold on. I've been wanting to take a pee for a minute. I'm gonna take a pee for 1 second.
You be drinking. See, when you smoke, you don't need no pee break.
I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, you keep the podcast going.
Yeah, let that nigga go pee because he got a little baby bladder. Let BB go by real quick. Baby bladder.
I'm gonna go next after he comes back.
We'll wait for you, baby bladder.
Well, when he said the whole thing about NWA and then he went all the way to your album, obviously there was a lot of dope West Coast albums in between that. One of my favorite, I think it's an all-time classic hip-hop album, is Death Certificate, Ice Cube.
Dope as fuck.
One of the best hip-hop albums ever.
DJ Pooh put that together with Sir Jinx.
What I thought was ill is when you went to Priority, I don't know what that situation was, and you did all the reissues, the EPMD.
My first Priority.
That shit was crazy. How did that come about?
Well, I had talked to Brian Turner about re-releasing music on Priority Records and giving some new artists an opportunity to shine, because Priority Records was a great piece of hip-hop that was kind of like unsung, and I wanted to give it the notarization that it deserved and put some of those songs together on the compilation CD, as well as see if I can find some new talent. And Brian Turner was willing to give me that action to do that, and it brought a lot of awareness to a lot of music that people had never heard or people hadn't heard in a long time. And it just was a great look. It was a look of love. You know, I wanted to do something that I've always wanted to do. I wanted to run Priority Records and put it back on the map.
And you should have lied on a lot of records that maybe a lot of younger cats wouldn't have even checked out. Like, you should have lied on them. Because it said, I remember all the reissues said Snoop Presents or whatever, and that shit was ill.
Thank you, dog.
Yeah.
Let's make some noise for whatever the fuck y'all was talking about. I don't fucking know. Yo, but Snoop, man, like...
Fucking asshole.
Nah, let me tell you something, man. Snoop is a real nigga. You know what the crazy thing is? And I gotta ask Snoop, what I ask all of our guests. Because, like I said, I think that we should have a hip-hop flag. In every establishment that you ever go to, I think that there should be something that shows this is a beautiful hotel. We're not gonna shout out the hotel unless y'all say it's okay.
No, they ain't paid me.
But this is a beautiful hotel. We came down all the way to West Palm to make sure we see Snoop, because Snoop is that important. Everybody else, we make them come see us. And what I'm saying is, in certain establishments, they have flags. Shouldn't you think there should be a hip hop flag, like wherever we go, like just to make sure that you're welcome there? It can be a 9-star, it can be a 1-star, just to let you.
We need to come up with that flag in the hip hop community, something that we can all
That's what
agree.
I'm talking about. Let's make some noise for Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoop recognizing our pettiness.
Something that we can all agree on that represents hip hop, and when we know that flag is up, we know we welcome.
Hip hop will unify the world before anybody else.
Hip-hop
That's what I'm
has
saying.
unified
Before political parties, I think that people should run under hip hop. And I think that, listen, 50 was just on here last week, and 50 endorsed Kanye West. Is that correct?
I heard that. I thought that was nice.
Wait, can you just?
I mean, Kanye West can't be no crazier than that motherfucker Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Can we go there? Can we go there?
Can we co-sign, say on Drink Champs, that Snoop Dogg is also endorsing Kanye West?
Yes, I'm endorsing.
Snoop Dogg.
But what does Snoop Dogg think about Donald Trump?
Because you smoked with Donald Trump at some point.
Yeah, I fucked with him once upon a time.
You gave him ecstasy?
I ain't do all that.
LSD?
I did.
You made his hair orange?
I did his little roast. He had a roast on Comedy Central.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I remember that.
So I went hard on him, right? So, I kind of was fucking with him till I heard some of his views and his perspectives, and that made me back up off him because a lot of the views and perspectives that he got, I have friends that represent those, facets in life, whether they're Muslims, Mexican, whatever they are, and it's like that's.
I love how LA people call them Muslims. That's so hard. Let's continue.
That's fucked up how they like singling people out, and we don't do that. We multicultural. We fucks with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if you start singling out motherfuckers, you might as well single yourself out because you don't know who connected. You don't know who the plug is.
That's a fact. Now let me just point something out. This is how I know I'm not rich at all. Do you see my roaches? Those are my roaches right there.
Them motherfuckers is little as a motherfucker.
Look at Snoop's roaches. God damn it. I could roll 4 more blocks out of Snoop roaches. God damn it. This is how I know I'm not rich. Let's make some noise for me not being rich. God damn it. Snoop that nigga wrote, listen, you can roll 2 blunts out of his roaches.
Yeah, so my roaches is long, kind.
So now, Snoop, this is the craziest shit, man. I've been in the game since 1997, my first album.
Yeah, and that motherfucker was smoking hot.
The War Report.
Man, please believe it.
But what I'm saying is, sometimes I lose it. I don't want to do this no more. What makes you, you just dropped a new album. We didn't speak about that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm competitive. I'm competitive. A lot of times when my competitive energy.
But are you competitive against other people or against yourself? Because I think you competing against yourself at this point.
That's all I'm competing against myself.
Continue.
It's like a player that continues to go to the NBA All-Star game and he continues to make it to the championship. He don't have time to watch his highlights because he got another game to play, another season to get ready for. Right. And that's how I look at my career, is that I'm always preparing myself for the next game. Like I knew I was going on tour with me and Wiz, so I said, let me put together an album so that way when I'm on the road, I'll have a reason to be on the road. Because I could have went on the road with no album.
And you just got Kobe Bryant high. Let's talk about that.
Come on, cuz. Why you snitching, man?
Kobe, my nigga, he texted me. He said,
I didn't get him high, man. That's fucked up how they photoshopped the picture. He comes see the dog and they do him wrong like that. Nah, he came over.
Kobe, my nigga.
Man, I love him to death. He came over to spend some time with me on some afterthought as far as after his career.
They can't do shit to that nigga. You got him high. Fuck it, Snoop.
Nah, for real.
Let's just make some noise so you get the Kobe high. Fuck it. We spreading the rumors, Snoop. We retarded over here, Snoop. We came in the wrong block.
You gonna make Kobe lose endorsements.
Nah, because I gave him a car, right? A 66 Pontiac Paracini. A Laker mobile that I had handcrafted for him.
I need to be more friends with you because I want you to give me a car at some point. I don't know what. It's okay. You can give me a New York, a LA car at some point. Like 20 years from now. It's okay, but I need to be closer with you. But go ahead. So you gave Kobe a car.
I gave him a car because
and the car already smelled like bud?
Nah, it was a brand new. It was a 1966 Pontiac Paracini, white interior, yellow exterior, purple top. You understand me? With purple
rich
gold
nigga
days.
talk.
Yeah. So I gave him this vehicle for 20 years of excellence for him representing the Lakers and giving us something to stand
and
on.
And then he came out, he had red eyes.
No, they photoshopped the nigga eyes, man. You know how they gonna make this shit. I think it was
me who photoshopped it.
They gonna make this shit worse than what it is, man.
I'm fucking with you, Snoop.
But
let's make some noise with Snoop. Fuck it, listen, Snoop. Listen, you guilty if you ain't, even if you innocent.
Association by affiliation.
Yeah, association by affiliation. Yo, Snoop, man, there's no way I can thank you, man. You know what I mean? Drink Champs. It's the first time, rappers have took over media. We are so excited
and
to
DJs,
come to LA.
Man. Come on, you gotta say DJ.
I'm sorry, excuse me. We the rapper and the DJ.
Motherfucking DJs.
Yeah, we the rapper and the DJ.
We the backbone.
That's right. And listen, we the rapper and the DJ, and we coming to LA on August 27th, K-Day. What's up with y'all?
So Ron, we're gonna set it up so that way they can do the GGN.
Yeah, we want to host. We want to host.
Yeah,
we
definitely want to host.
Listen, and you know what's the crazy shit is, Snoop? Well, this is what we'll do. Whatever guests you send us, you don't gotta prep us. You just send us to there.
Yeah,
and
we're never prepped.
Out of all the shows I did on the GGN, I ain't never prepped. I believe that. I don't have no two nights of getting ready for the niggas. If the nigga here, here, bring him in.
This is the Snoop version of Drink Champs.
It's got to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
One thing about us as lyricists, as MCs, as what we do, we flow with the motion, and sometimes it's better when it's spontaneous. Because if it's gonna be written and scripted, this shit gonna be fake. I'd rather go off script, because that way you can talk about shit that ain't on the script. Because the script sometimes gonna allow you to talk about specific things, but if you go off script and you go, spontaneous, you can get the in-depth interview that you really look for to make this shit real fly and different,
and
like the rest of the shit.
If everybody's authentic, it don't matter. Like, we all authentic about this shit.
Nah, for real.
That's a fact. God damn it. Let me make some noise. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I'm not gonna lie. Snoop, you one of the most, you're like, at the end of the day, brother, you transcended culture.
100%.
And what I mean by that is, there ain't a New York nigga alive that was alive when you dropped. What was that?
That was your cousin.
When you dropped Doggy Style. It's Puerto Rican shit. When you Puerto Rican, you gotta forgive Puerto Ricans. So when you drop Doggy Style, there's not a New York nigga alive that can't say that they ain't identified with you. Like, while some niggas is cripping right now in New York, it's because I'm just keeping it 100. I have to. It's because of you. And then, and you still out here kicking ass. And I asked you, what makes you keep going? And you said, because you still competitive.
Yeah, very. Like, I hate to lose, and if I'm not...
But you also keep venturing.
Yeah.
Like, you did an album with Pharrell.
Yeah.
You did an album with Master P.
Yeah. I did 3 albums with Master P.
3 albums with
Yeah, when I left Death Row Records, I signed with No Limit Records, which was the hottest rap label in the industry.
This is true.
When I signed with No Limit Records, they was the hottest in the rap industry. They was the only niggas getting money in the industry.
Right.
I'm not. Let me finish. I got to say this because this is very important.
Please.
Puffy and them was rocking, but they wasn't getting no money like Master P was. Like, and I had been around they camp. I had been around Def Jam. I was on Def.
And then after that, so you said 3 albums.
3 albums.
3 projects.
I went from Doggy Style, Murder Was the Case, Dog Pound, Dogfather, Above the Rim, Out of There, No Limit, Game Is to Be Sold, Not to Be Told, No Limit, Top Dog, and Last Meal. I did 3 albums in 3 years.
When you say out of it though, Master P bought out the contract.
Master P went to go visit Suge Knight in the penitentiary.
Right.
And struck a deal because everybody else was scared of that nigga.
Right.
Everybody, that's when Suge Knight was the monster, the boogeyman.
Right.
That's when he was the boogeyman.
So P went?
P went to go see him, struck a deal, paid him, paid me, got my publishing back, gave me 3 albums. I did my 3 albums, then allowed me to do the Eastsider deal while I was in the process of doing my last album. Didn't get no money.
Eastsider was the TVT deal?
Yes. Didn't take no money from it. Didn't take no imprint from it. Eastsiders went and sold 1 million records, and my record label was off and popping. That's love.
Damn, man.
Master P, where you at, man?
Yo, listen, I knew this information, but to hear him
the way
break
he's
it
saying
down
it too.
and the way he's saying it, I'm just,
like,
I'm sitting over here, I'm back in fan mode. I'm sorry. Do you want me to get back in interview mode? Because I'm still in fan mode. I'm still in fan mode, my nigga. And
we always fans. We fans of the music, guys.
So now, you live in New Orleans. Would
Yes.
you say that
For
about 3 years? I'm about to say 3 years. So now, when did you start missing Cali? And then.
Now that's crazy you said that.
Okay.
Because when I first go to Baton Rouge, Master P tell me, nigga, you can't go back to LA. So he basically put a wall around me, like, nigga, don't go back to LA. Because that's when them niggas was really still trying to get at me.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? I was kind of leaking, so in so many words, because I didn't really have my street shit right in the hood.
Right.
So I went back to New Orleans and I stayed out there. But by the time the second album came, I started sliding back to LA like for 2 days here, 2 days there. And then people was like, nigga, stop going back. I'm like, I can't help it. Then that's when I started getting DJ Quake and all the other niggas that was a part of the second album. And it started to sound back like Snoop Dogg. Because the first record was South like a motherfucker.
Right.
Then the second one was getting more like Snoop Dogg. Then that's when I got Dre to give me Bitch Please. Pharrell gave me From the Church to the Palace. Then I did the third one, which was motherfucking The Last Meal. That's when shit was like all the way right. We had Lay Low, we had all kind of records that was sounding like Snoop Dogg, which prepped me for the Chronic 2001 album. And then he knew I had to be back in LA because my flavor was LA. It was good that I could, jump out of my habitat and get in this environment and adapt to any environment and be a chameleon. Right. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got to go back to where I'm comfortable at, the zone that I'm, and that's where you start to hear those records start becoming more, you know what I'm saying, like the way they were supposed to sound.
Wow.
At what point in all that is the C Murder record that you did?
See, Murder record was on the second album, No Limit Top Dog.
Fuck them other niggas, because I ride with my niggas. That's your shit you talking about? Fuck them other niggas.
He made
y'all
that
been
record.
trying to remake that record for 20 years.
He made that record because the Death Row niggas was on the nigga.
But originally, you weren't on that record originally, because I heard the original one.
Originally, that's my record.
But there's a version without you, though, right?
No, that originally was my record.
Oh, damn,
you heard two different versions. So that's why I'm telling you, that record was made after some shit happened in L.A., and the Death Row niggas tried to get me.
But there is two versions, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
But the version that you heard was the after the fact version.
Right.
Because KLC did the original beat.
Okay.
The nigga that did Move, bitch. The Ludacris track.
Bitch.
Come on, man. You know, I'm going to give it to you.
No, that's what we need. That's what we want.
Oh, my God. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Ron. Did I thank you? I'm going to thank you again, goddamn it. Come over here. Goddamn. When after that, you me trece, right? No? Huh?
Salvadoreño.
Oh, shit.
This
is my niggas.
Yeah, y'all got that shit on lock. Do y'all shit.
Yo, little Snoop. God damn it. I can't believe we did it. So, Snoop, we got the Mary Jane website.
I'm going to the bathroom now.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the Mary Jane website.
Yeah, we do.
We got the
the GG, we got GGN popping on Revolt TV, and I got my own, you know what I'm saying, situation.
Listen, Revolt trying to lock me down. Should I go with Revolt?
You know what you do? You get paid to play. And then you do it and you keep it moving. They don't get everything. You gotta ask
the question, should I go?
They don't get everything, they just get some of the things.
Oh, thank you.
Because you're not gonna pay for everything, so you're gonna get some of the things. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, he saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, because Puffy my nigga too. I want to be like, nigga, why you tell N.O.R.E that shit on camera? Because I told him the truth.
No, that's my nigga too. So you got GGN. And we're gonna try to host that. Definitely drink.
You is gonna do it, and I started that shit in the backyard somewhere, man. Where it was just.
Let's talk about that. How did you start GGN? Yeah.
I was watching the news one night, and it came on. It was a murder. It was something. I was like, why every time the news come on, it's some bad news? I never seen the news come on with.
When nigga got his dick sucked
or something beautiful
in the alleyway.
So I was like, you know what? So I said, you know what? I'm finna start a news network where it's all good news, it's all fun, it's all comedy, it's all me.
Right.
And it went from that to where it is now.
That's a fact.
A real
That's
fact.
important. A nigga getting his dick sucked in the alleyway. God damn it. It used to be me. I've been married for a long time, but let's make some me before I was married. God damn it. Yo, my nigga Snoop. Yo, come on, EFN, get your fucking ass out here. You know Best Buy Liquors, they provided the liquor. We used to have girls here pouring the drinks.
What happened?
I don't know. You took mad long.
I'm married too, but I don't mind having girls like eye candy. I'm just shopping. I'm not buying anything. You know, sometimes it's good to look.
So Snoop, you have never got tired of this lifestyle?
Of the lifestyle I live? Nah.
I mean, I not the lifestyle I live. That's a fucked up question. But I got tired of recording and doing the same process. That style I have got.
No, but see, I became my own boss. So being your own boss, you make your own rules. You play your own plays, and I don't do what they do. I do what I do. So I drop a record when I want, do a movie when I want, shoot TV when I want, do a shoe deal, coach football. You understand me? I do what I like when I want to. It's not a script that's everybody else's script. You know, like
Exactly.
if I was in the world of sports, I would be my own sport. I wouldn't even be. I'd be a little bit of basketball, a little bit of soccer, a little bit of golf, a little bit of football. Like, nigga, what sport are you, nigga? I'm that sport, nigga, everything.
Right. God damn it. Let's make some noise. Snoop, goddamn it. Yo, listen. This is real shit right now. Okay. Gin and juice. You had niggas in the East Coast.
You niggas was getting drunk on that shit, huh?
Yeah. How did this concoction, this collaboration,
Gin and Juice collaboration happened when a nigga was a young nigga, 17, 16, really didn't have too much money. We used to buy Seagram's bumpy gin, bumpy face bottle, and we used to get it was a drink called Super Saco.
Whoa.
And we used to mix super.
Let's break down what Super Saco is.
Nigga, Super Saco was a soccer drink, nigga.
Oh.
And it was like a lemony flavor. You can look it up on Google, nigga. Look it up.
It's my cousin. He plays soccer.
Yeah,
right?
nigga, look that up, nigga. Look it
soccer.
up. Look it up.
It's Spanish.
Super Saco.
Look it up in Spanish, nigga.
Super Saco was a mix that we used to mix it with. So it gave it a different kind of lemony flavor. And then we went to orange juice. And then once we mixed it with orange juice, we started doing gin and juice. And then from gin and juice, it became a record because it was like we heard the old song. Well, Half Dead used to always sing old songs, and he would put new words to it. So the song was walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. So he took that and put rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. And so he did that, but then we got David Ruffin Jr. to actually sing it on the album.
Let's make some noise to Snoop's flossing on us. Just got that. Nigga said David Ruffin Jr.
Yeah.
That shit is real. What do you go about the song? That's the fact checker.
Yeah, but they got it in the bottle too. See what it look like in the bottle. That's it. You found the brand.
That's Hazardous Sounds. He's called our fact checker.
That nigga found facts.
Yeah,
nigga.
he found facts.
Find it in the bottle. In the bottle, nigga.
Yo, so Snoop, we know we're like the Black Howard Sterns.
I fuck with Howard Stern. I fuck with Howard Stern.
Listen, excuse me, the Black Latino Howard Sterns. Cause I'm Latino too. God damn it.
Of course, man.
But
we
Black
all
is
together, man.
So it's Haz. You still looking for that?
No, I got it.
You got it? Let me see.
Look like Gatorade bottle? That shit.
No, like glass bottle. It's like from the 80s. Look in the 80s. Look
This nigga Snoop
in the 80s. Go back to the 80s.
You are prehistoric, Snoop.
Go to the
God damn it. Let's make some noise for Snoop being prehistoric.
No, you know what I respect though? I told Dame Dash that motherfucking Paid in Full was one of the most gangster movies I ever seen in my life. For one reason, because I was a drug dealer around that time. I never was like Money Making Mitch and them, but I always wanted to be like them niggas. I was that little nigga that was getting it on the block.
Too.
And to see a movie like that was so motherfucking inspiring and so death defying to see their relationship and see how cutthroat that shit was. And it really was like that in real life. Right. It was a great learning experience too to watch that movie for the educational reasons as well.
And to relate to
it. And you know what, your cousin Daz, which I love, he sat here and he said he wanted to do Colors Part 2 in New York. And I really need to direct that movie. I just wanted to throw that out there. Just the next time you see him.
I fucks with that. That's
Bring
big.
Sean Penn.
Listen, I want to direct that because you know what? That was the most genius shit. Like I looked at Daz, and me and Daz, we just get high together. And when he said that to me, I was like, this nigga way smarter than me. Like I was like, nigga said I'm gonna do Colors Part 2, and I was like, word. He said, but in New York. And I was like,
That
Jesus,
shit ill.
nigga, I'm gonna buy that movie. Like, let's whatever I gotta do, let's do it. So
Negotiate.
Because-
Mind you, Daz has been the only guest that's been on here twice.
But Snoop, so let me ask you. So with that being said, like with gangs being its origin being from where you come from, and now I don't know if you know, but how big that shit is in New York, Miami, and everywhere. Did you ever see that, or
a gang is like hip hop, right? It's fun, it's exciting, it looks like it's easy to do. You can do it with your friends,
right?
And it becomes something of representation of who you are, and it's a replication of who you are. So it's supposed to travel. It's supposed to go from city to city. Just imagine if hip hop would have stayed in the Bronx.
Right.
You would have never got it. I would have never got it. It wouldn't have went nowhere.
We be broke niggas right now.
Exactly. So gangbanging is supposed to spread. It's supposed to travel because it's some great shit in gangbanging.
I think if somebody wanted the easy travel guide to how it all spread, listen to Summer Vacation from Ice Cube.
Oh yeah. That's one of the perfect examples.
That's like the booklet of the history of
a
how
nigga
it spread.
setting up shop in one of those cities.
Killed it with that.
You go to a city where, niggas is not as fast as LA, but they real, they influenced by it. They love what they see. Because LA, remember, it's movies that's been made on us, like from Colors to Boys in the Hood. So we have the perfect blueprint to what it is to be a gangster. So when you have a gangster from LA come to your city and impress you and show you what it is and give you the rules and the regulations, it's easy to influence others and to make them pick that culture up and make it theirs. Just like hip hop. Hip hop was born and bred in the Bronx, but it made its way all over the world.
Everywhere.
And when it got to Long Beach, I grabbed a hold of it, and I wanted to do that more than gangbanging. Wow. So eventually, it's gonna do the same thing. Hip hop will move in again and overwhelm gangbanging because the people that ain't from LA, where it originated from, they're a couple of years behind with the gangbanging. So they don't understand that we at the point that we know how to converse, we know how to communicate. Bloods and Crips hang out and kick it. So once they get that part, then they'll understand that it's really a real brotherhood. And I'm seeing that with all these marches, and you see in Bloods and Crips all over the world tying their rags together because they following what they see us do. And we lead by example. So if we put the right foundation out, they're going to walk the great path.
But do you think that, like, hip-hop, if us come to... This is what I've been preaching on this podcast. I think this is, like, our 23rd episode.
22nd.
Nah, this will be our 24th.
Fourth.
This will be our 23rd.
23rd or 24th.
This will be our 23rd.
But what I've been preaching is hip-hop should register as a race. What I mean by that is, we might not win as a black race, but there's people like Martin Scorsese, that people who feel like they are part of hip-hop, but them not be a part of our race. You think is that something that we should, like, as hip-hop?
Well, hip-hop don't have a race to it because it's a feeling.
Exactly.
It don't have no color to it either because it's all about the feeling. There's been some motherfuckers that I have relationships with in hip-hop that got more soul than the average nigga you could expect, and they skin ain't nowhere near dark as mine.
Right.
So I just feel like you right about that as far as it should be some sort of membership or some sort of...
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. I'm sorry to cut you off because people they want to kill me when I cut my guests off. But what I'm saying is, sometimes it's like a nigga like, let's just say Nate Dogg. God bless his soul.
Yes, sir.
Say if Nate Dogg was still alive and then something happened to Nate Dogg, it should be a union that's already established, already to take care of him.
Yeah. Like
because
a SAG.
of the work
I think hip hop should have its own SAG.
That's what we've been speaking about, dog. What you think about that?
I love that idea, and I love the fact that we even can speak on that because we got the platform.
And we're not speaking like if we were broke niggas, this conversation would be fucked up.
Yeah, because it would sound like we
because it sound like we hating.
Yeah, we mad.
But niggas ain't broke here. We okay. Let's make some noise for us being okay.
Well, actually, what we are, we're the voice for those who can't speak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to provide something for those who don't have or may not have the opportunity to continue to be successful. So it should be some shit paved the way for them for their hard work and dedication. We just like the NFL, the NBA,
God damn it.
all of that.
We should have a union.
We just don't have we don't have a commissioner or
God
anybody to answer to, and that's one thing that I don't think we need, because that's the only thing that I see fucked up about the NBA and the NFL, that they got some motherfucker to answer to that ain't inhuman, you know what I'm saying? So it should be, you know, on a level playing field where we all agree to disagree, and we you know, we commission ourselves and we boss ourselves. I don't like answering to nobody. I got a problem with that, especially if you don't know more than me. If you ain't positioned better than me, I really got a problem with answering to you.
But if hip-hop unionized, we would be a voting bloc.
I get that part, but it's going to have to be somebody that's in control. And Russell Simmons is a great guy, but it ain't him.
Right. It ain't. But Prodigy he didn't like the idea of that. What was his? Do you remember his argument for that?
Who? Prodigy.
No, I'm sorry, Havoc. I keep saying Prodigy. Havoc didn't like the idea of that.
What?
Of us unionizing or
yeah, no, that's because he's retarded. But listen, the thing about it is this. Listen.
He did have an argument, though. He had an argument.
The thing about it is this. This is what we all need to do. Listen, this is what we all need to do. We all need to have each other's back, right? Yes. Because at the end of the day, Snoop, listen, my grandmother know who Snoop is.
Wow.
I have two grandmothers who know who Snoop is, and they both dead, but they still know who Snoop is. Wow. It's a fact. Make some noise for that.
I don't want to even laugh at you.
Shout out to grandma. All grandmas get
They both knew who Snoop was. That's a fact.
That's heavy.
Right? So what I'm saying is, all right, but maybe both of my grandmothers know who Coolio is. Maybe both of my grandmothers know who MC Hammer is.
Maybe.
Guess what? I'm not throwing anything at those brothers, but I know Snoop is okay.
Hello.
My other grandmothers don't know if Hammer, Coolio is okay. Shouldn't there be something that says when they're not okay?
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
Come in and we say, Slime, you sold 30 million records, you put your fucking money in the G-string, you fucked up. But we got you.
Yeah.
And not only them, but people like, you know, who's them real rhyme niggas, you know, them, you know, exhibits from LA.
Yeah.
And the motherfucking the True Lives from New York. And if shit ain't never work out, it should be a program to take care of.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I bugging, Snoop?
No,
you
can
tell
right.
me I'm bugging.
No. You got the right hip hop mind.
Right.
It's just a matter of who can actually execute that great
or what
plan.
organization can help us.
Yeah, that plan is excellent. That's an awesome plan.
Right.
But who can actually make that plan come to life and really see to it?
They gotta be niggas like you.
And they got to see to it that it continues.
Did I throw it on you?
It got to go.
Did I throw it on you too much? It was too much.
That's a lot, man. My shoulders, I don't know if I can carry all that shit. I'm going to need an African to carry that motherfucker on their head to be balancing that shit.
But listen.
I'll bring it to the meeting.
But that's what I'm saying. In the hip-hop concert, as long as we try to bear something together, because at the end of the day, we gotta keep working. If you're not working, then you shouldn't be involved. Like, we don't want to take care of the people who's lazy.
Yeah.
We want to take care of the people who dedicated their lives to 15, 10 years, and they still gotta struggle to pay their rent. Them dudes should be taken care of.
But that's why I think SAG is the
dudes who take the
model.
pictures, the dudes who engineer.
Anybody that's an actor, you could be a B-roll, you could be a...
But hip-hop, we need a SAG.
But that's why I think SAG is a perfect model for what could happen in hip-hop.
Right.
Somebody just got to put that thing down, man, you know. It's a great idea, but you know, one thing about niggas, man, we don't believe in what we hear. We believe what we see.
Right. So what's the next thing for Snoop Dogg right now? Right now, we know you had every liquor in the universe. You had every slipper in the universe.
Yeah.
I bought like $19,000 worth of slippers.
He started the slipper game. Let's just be quite honest here.
So what's next for Snoop Dogg right now? And let me get your roach over there. Let me get that.
He needs a roach. Hook him up.
Which one of these?
I was gonna get that. I'll take this one. That's okay. Go ahead.
You want some Bacardi?
Yo, this nigga Roach is my whole blunt, just for the record. Go ahead.
What's next for Snoop Dogg? Oh yeah, I got an artist named October London.
You forgot this nigga name. Let's make some noise for you getting his name. Goddamn. Where's he from?
Nah, this nigga from Indiana. This nigga's a rebirth of Marvin
No, I
Gaye.
heard you on Moguls. You spoke about him already. You ain't forget his name.
This nigga's
That's the
special,
fact.
man. This nigga's special. So he got a song called Black Man in America that we're about to drop in about 2 days.
Okay.
It's a heavy record. He got a mini movie I just shot on him. Just trying to do my thing. Me and Jazzy Faye, we doing it together. It's called Cadillac Music. Jazzy Faye brought him to me. It's a collaboration with me and Jazzy.
God damn it, man. Snoop is doing so much. Listen, man. We're gonna do a movie together, and
Yeah, we need to. I told you that.
Yeah.
I told you a hell of an actor. You the shit.
Yeah,
I love your acting, nigga.
Nah, this is my nigga.
Every time I see you on screen, I'm like, this is a bad motherfucker. He don't even know you're a bad motherfucker.
And listen.
And he acts mad normal.
He don't know you're a bad motherfucker.
Yo, do you know in New York that Ciroc is like the ultimate Crip drink?
For real?
Do you know that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Look,
I guess
it's Ciroc
I guess it makes
with a C,
automatic sense.
and it's blue dot. I don't know if you know that.
I ain't know
Crips.
that.
I ain't gonna. I think you should just take a sip for the Crips in New York. just because Best Buy
Nori's
niggas.
like, look
I'm
at
gonna have
this
to call
Puffy.
I'm gonna have to call Puffy and see if he got a few dollars
But
for
I
me to
thought
take
you
a
knew
sip.
that. You didn't know that, Snoop?
No, I didn't know that.
Yo, Corrupt came in here and he wilded out earlier, right? Let's make sure noise. Corrupt came in here.
Corrupt still be drinking. I don't drink
Corrupt
like
did
that.
corrupt.
Yo,
He did
yo,
he
Snoop,
done what he does.
Snoop. But you did drink a couple of drinks with us.
For you, I
50
will.
took 5 shots.
He did drink. He drank
50
2
took
cups.
5 shots, or am I lying?
No, he
took
took 4 shots.
4 shots. And then
More
we had
than he's ever taken. that
Corrupt
we
did
know.
4 shots?
no.
No.
50
we don't.
50 cent.
50.
And he
50
he don't
cent.
drink at all.
50 got lit.
And we got 54 shots. I
See,
put up 5.
See, one thing
'Cause
about you,
I smoke 5 blunts.
you won't make a nigga break the law, but you'll make a nigga bend the law.
Yeah. We gotta put that in the commercial.
You's a law bender. You's a law bender.
Yo, Snoop, let me I'm listen in front of everybody. Let me just say something, man. From the beginning of my career, I never knew you guys did the New York thing. I didn't know if y'all was dissing us or not, but I just felt like it was an opportunity. So I went out there, I did it, and from the first day I ever met you, I regretted what I did, but I knew you understand what I did.
Respected your gangster, nigga.
Yeah, I knew you
Off the
understood.
top, nigga.
You understood
I
what I
always
did.
told you I respected your gangster.
Yes,
nigga. I always
yes.
shouted out the niggas
Yes.
that was hard to me, nigga. You was always one of them niggas because you didn't give a fuck.
Right.
You did what I would have did, nigga.
Right.
You
I
took
just
it,
wanted to get on.
You took it the wrong way, nigga, like you was supposed to.
Right.
Nigga,
Right.
wasn't no
Thank you,
explanations,
thank you.
nigga. I took it the wrong way, nigga. I thought you was saying this, nigga. We'll get to the explanation later, nigga.
Right. Thank
And
you,
I
Snoop.
get that.
Thank you, Snoop.
I say the same
Thank
thing
you,
to
Snoop.
Capone, cuz it's just gangster shit, cuz we respect that shit, cuz
Yes.
always have, always will.
And to this day, we still listen because people try to call us old niggas. That's why we don't interview new niggas, right? Let's make some noise because we gotta be. Niggas want to call us old niggas, right? But that's okay. Y'all got your own market.
We old new.
Who gonna interview y'all? Elliot and them niggas. Elliot Wilson and them niggas. Them niggas is boring as fuck. Go ahead, let them niggas interview y'all.
But we ain't have no trains on this
We
episode.
have no trains till we came to see Snoop. And you know what? Listen, we don't have no trains over here. God damn it, make some noise.
No trains, huh?
Ain't no Elliot
But
Wilson trains.
listen. We did what we gotta do. Snoop, there's no way we could ever repay you. We sat here, going through all the questions. We keep. I feel like EFN got one more question. He's just looking at me like, don't you dare end it.
He tried to run from the
EFN
smoke.
got
I just
one
blew
more.
about $47 worth of smoke in his face. He tried to duck and dive.
Nah, I just honestly,
smoking every day.
He gave you his thank you, but I want to say, like, to me, this is a milestone.
That's
honest
right.
to God. And I represent the DJ here. You know, we're the people that are not seen behind the scenes in the culture.
Unseen but well heard.
But we here. And I rep all the DJs. Shout out to all the motherfucking DJs out here.
Right.
And your projects was always a pleasure for all of the DJs. The samples you picked, the artists you worked with, everything across the board. I told you the remixes, everything. There was the one joint, was it the Red Eye remix of was it G-Thing?
Yeah. Damn, you got heat.
I got the record, and you had to play it on a 45 speed.
You got heat.
I got one more question.
You got heat.
I got one more question. This is it.
You didn't even let
Man,
me finish.
take
But
your
go ahead,
time.
go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
finish.
I'm good. Go ahead.
No, finish.
I'm just saying, on behalf of the DJ, thank you, Snoop.
On behalf
Thank
of the DJ, thank y'all for playing my shit, for giving me a shot, for putting me in rotation, for fucking with me, for spreading it, for passing it on to the next DJ, for mixing it, putting it in the mix shows, playing me in the strip clubs, on the radio station.
All day.
All of the above, man. I love the DJs, you understand me? I respect the DJ. The MC ain't nothing without him.
So Still Dre Day, which is one of my favorite records. Not of this. I'm gonna take another one of your roaches.
As you should.
Look at this nigga roach. This shit is a whole blunt for me, my nigga.
It's wholesome.
This nigga.
Wait, Dre Day was also the Luke diss, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Still Dre Day.
Oh, you talking about Still Dre, not Still Dre Day.
Was the easy.
Who was the one on the Chronic album?
Right,
He was getting that low.
Okay.
Still Dre was on Chronic 2001.
Okay.
Yeah, Still.
That was the
But
one.
Dre Day over here was going bananas, and they did all
'Cause they
kinds of
dissed
crazy
Luke.
records.
You talking about the one?
You want to go there first? You want to go there
Nah,
first?
that shit. It was
He
like
from
such
Miami.
Nah, we from Miami, but it was such a hot record. We're like, oh,
No. Let me tell you about that with Luke, right?
Yeah.
So I'm jumping in. This one, I'm a young nigga. So at this time, Luke said something about Dre. Tim Dog said something about Dre. There's a bunch of niggas that was talking about Dre because some shit he had went through. So I was just a young goon. I was like, fuck all them niggas. I jumped in and was dissing them niggas. And in the event of dissing these niggas, I didn't realize who was real and who was fake in the rap industry. We ran up on Luke and them and seen them at a convention and found out how real them
nah,
niggas
Luke,
was.
100%.
Immediately.
Shout out to the ghetto style DJs.
Shout out to Uncle Luke. Immediately. We found,
Do you
I'm
remember?
from Long Beach, so I hadn't been outside the hood, so I didn't know that they made gangsters in every state that you went
For
to.
sure. You remember the record? They made a record. It was Cowards in Compton get sprayed in Dade. That was the record that they made.
But I'm saying, let me tell you about after that though. So we go to now we come back to Miami, right? This time I'm just Snoop Dogg in the dog pound. No security, I just got the homies with me. So Luke sent a car to get me. This how gangster this nigga is. He sent a car to give me a limo, bring me to the club, all kind of bitches lay it out for a nigga. Like, nigga, I love you, nigga, ain't nothing whoop-de-whoop. Boom. Go back to LA, he come to my house, we make a record. We forge a relationship with this nigga Luke to where it's like, this one of the realest niggas we ever met. So
for sure.
I had to learn to not disrespect niggas that I didn't know
Right.
so quick without knowing
So it was a lesson learned.
who the fuck I'm talking about. See, because that rap shit'll get you fucked up if you don't know who you talking about.
Right.
And see, a lot of niggas don't know that. They quick to be like, oh, this bitch ass nigga, fuck that nigga. You better check that nigga resume and see what he about. For real. You better really see what
But
he
like
about.
someone talking shit about Trick in Detroit. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Man, knock it off. You gotta know who you talking about. And it was just a blessing that Luke was a genuine grown ass man, and he was able to see past the ignorance that we had. He forgave us. We became friends. We fucked with him, played football against him because he coached football
Yeah,
too.
he definitely
So
does.
it was. Come on, man. It's my nigga, man. I love Uncle Luke. He always
All
been
right,
real.
so
nigga.
this is the last question, Snoop, because you did everything we asked us to do. But listen, Snoop, I've never seen. Listen, I'm on my 7th life. You on your 27th life, which means I've seen you transition. Seen people count you out. I've seen people do that. I've seen people do that to me for like 17 times. You're on 27. I'm following you. How do you continue to stay here and say, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do?
I made myself a boss, and
But
I'm just gonna tell you the truth. It's
Yeah.
like when I first started making money, Jimmy Iovine came to me and he told me, say, buy a studio. And when I bought a studio, I was able to create. It was like buying a sack. And instead of buying a sack, I bought a factory where I was the sack.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to, whatever you love, you got to be able to surround yourself with it. And when I surrounded myself with what I love, the spirit of what I love keeps me doing what I love. So it's never, why am I doing it? Do I ever want to stop doing it? This is all I know how to do. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to do it to the point to where it feels good to me. And it's never, oh, this old nigga need to sit down somewhere. No. It's like, Uncle Snoop, when you come in with some more shit. You know, the transition is from young MC, BG, OG, Uncle Snoop. That's a beautiful transition for me.
God damn it, make some noise. Yo, Snoop, there's no other way I could say anything else but thank you. Thank you for sitting down with us. And he gonna keep smoking. We're gonna keep talking, man.
Yeah, it's motivation. It's pure motivation.
So listen, Snoop. I was trying to hold this
out.
We
call this a Cuban goodbye, by the way.
No.
This is called Cuban goodbye. We never leave, but we say goodbye.
Listen, how much pussy did you get there in Doggy Style album? Let's just keep it real. Even if you ain't fucked the pussy, you just got the pussy and you send it off to the other people. Come on, Snoop. Talk about that pussy, goddammit.
Doggy Style album. You know what?
The pussy that came.
You know what?
Pussy and Doggy Style. God damn it! Come on, Snoop. Don't dodge this question.
I'm gonna say, you know what? When it came the most, and you ain't gonna believe me, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. It came the most when Tupac got on Death Row Records. Because I had another nigga that was a player just like me that knew how to play.
Because you was knocking these other niggas' bitches.
Exactly.
You was feeling more slim before he even was a bitch.
Okay, This nigga Pac knocked one of my main bitches, man.
Go ahead, talk about that.
Look at
we need to hear this story.
Let me tell you, man.
So you had your main bitch.
Yeah, no, she wasn't my main bitch, but she was
a little bit in your head. She was a main
let's say
bitch.
she's a movie star bitch, right? She's a movie star bitch. We won't say her name because we're gonna protect the innocent.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I say it all the time.
So
let's do
that,
Snoop. Protect the innocent, goddammit.
Keep going. She's a movie star bitch, right? So Pac is on death row now. He out.
Yep.
So the bitch is in hoopla because everybody wants to meet my nigga. You understand me? And you know I ain't no motherfucking hater. I don't know how to block. I get out the way. So the bitch like, you understand me? I would love to meet Tupac if that's all right with you. I'm like, bitch, it's gonna always be all right with me.
Now, what state were we in?
We was in L.A.
Okay, continue.
This is where all the stars is at.
All the stars.
So now, one night, I'm in the club, and the bitch is there, and Pac see the bitch. He like, man, I want to meet that bitch, man. I say, hey, man.
And that's exactly how he described her, the bitch.
That's my bitch, man.
Let's continue.
I'll kindly introduce you to her. I walks over to him, right, and say, bitch, this is Tupac. Tupac, meet the bitch. So, you know, after he meets the bitch, you know, I walks off. Because, you know, it ain't my job to stand there and see if they going to talk and hug and kiss or whatnot, take a picture. I walks off like a real player. I guess they exchange numbers. I don't know. So, you understand me? A few weeks later, I'm trying to, you know, slide by and go see her because, you know, she's a side piece to me.
Right.
So I'm trying to go see her on the late night like I normally do, you know, leave that back door open. And I'm like, what's happening? I'm finna slide through. You know what I'm saying? Leave that back door open. And the bitch hit me with, I don't think Pac would like that.
And this girl was Madonna, for the record, right? For the record, this girl we talking about is Madonna. Let's make some noise. No, but for real, that's what the bitch said?
And for real, was that Madonna?
No, that wasn't Madonna. Hey, that wasn't Madonna. Now look, the nigga, look. Now this is fucking crazy. You don't think I'm making this shit up?
No, we don't.
Nigga, I'm doing Saturday Night Live in New York. Nigga, it's documented. Nigga, when I had that Tommy Hilfiger shirt on, the red, white, and blue one, blew the motherfucker up. The shirt sold like a motherfucker, right? So the nigga Pac come and see me. He in New York. He bring me some weed. And he come backstage with the bitch, Madonna.
Oh, with Madonna.
With Madonna.
Oh, we got a Madonna story.
With Madonna, for real, for real.
I'm about to feel like I can yo.
Was he cocking Madonna?
Man, he brought the bitch to Saturday Night Live.
So he's
man.
cocking.
He was knocking the bitch,
Yeah,
man, because he
he's
brought
cocking.
me some bud, man, and he had the bitch on his arm, man, and he wasn't even like flossing the bitch. He had her right here.
Damn,
and he was
Madonna
talking to me
had
this way.
Tupac and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
The other way around. Tupac had Madonna, man.
God damn. Yo, Snoop. God damn. This is the Pac. Yo, can I give you a hug in advance? Come on.
Yeah, this is Pod God shit.
Yo, you from M13 for real?
No.
He got cousins from there. All his cousins are from there.
I'm not from MS. No.
His aunties and
Where you
cousins,
from?
all of them.
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I'm from
He said it Salvador.
Salvador? Come on, M13. Ven acá. Come on. I'm from M13 too. Deep in my family.
I'm glad we were able
I'm
to make this
Spanish
happen
too.
for you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yo, goddamn, yo, Snoop.
That was heavy, right?
No, you gave us crazy
No,
shit.
them last two right there.
That was crazy, Snoop.
Was heavy.
I couldn't believe you were gonna do that.
No, I'm serious, man. That's how the shit went down, man. And one thing about me and my player game, when it come to me and the women, when I was out there, like I was really fashionably suit for the game, man. Like once upon a time, I walked the red carpet, man, with two bitches on a leash, man. This is documented, man.
Well, hold on. I got the famous player award card. Was your shit gold?
My shit, but did you hear what I said, man?
He said two
I
people on a leash,
I walked
man.
the red carpet, man, with two bitches on a leash, and they didn't say one fucking word. So I'm talking about this shit is documented, man. Somebody pull up that picture of that footage of Snoop Dogg with two bitches on a leash. Somebody please pull that up.
Do we have any?
You on Wi-Fi house?
Listen, you have to mind our manners. We have no manners. Do you have any Prince or Michael Jackson stories?
Yeah, you got Howard.
And I know you got Prince stories.
And you seen.
Nah, I mean, they ain't really worth telling, man. I had a different kind of, relationship with those two guys right there, because it was more about the mutual respect that I had for them as musicians, to where I kind of like it. If I was around them niggas, I would like put my weed up and have that kind of respect for them.
Snoop
them
has
niggas
never put his weed up.
For them
my
niggas.
whole life.
For them niggas.
You did? Let's describe that situation.
Who'd you have more respect for, if you had to pick?
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was more. See, this is why I had respect. I had respect for this motherfucking pimping, nigga. Nigga pimping. Get a close up of it. Get a little closer, nigga. You see that? Two bitches on a leash and they didn't say a motherfucking word. Nigga, we walked the red carpet. They was like, so what is your mom gonna say? I said, the bitches ain't gonna say nothing, so you might as well stop asking.
Oh my god!
But look at what they look like though. Is they some bad bitches or is they some trash hoes, man? Man, put it back up, man. Put it back up, man. This one a nigga was a young goon, man. I was a young. Let me look at myself real quick.
That's a hard pick.
Man, what nobody doing? These bitches didn't even have bras on, man. I think that was the MTV Awards or something, man. They couldn't believe how a nigga went up in there, man.
That's pimping.
I fell up in that motherfucker like that night with a leash, man. And then when I sat down, guess what? I made the bitches stand up with the leash on while I'm sitting down. Reverse dog. Because normally you make the dog sit down, bitch stand up. The dog gonna sit down and the bitch gonna stand up. That's called reverse dog.
We heard of reverse pimping.
I made up reverse pimping for
We've
Prince.
never heard of reverse
That's
dog.
reverse dog.
Let's make some noise for reverse dog.
That's when you take two bitches on a leash, you walk them down the red carpet, and when you get to your seat, you sit down and you make them bitches stand up in the aisle.
We putting that on TMZ.
You ever
Reverse
met Twin?
dog.
You know who Twin is? He's a nigga. He drink fake activists. 2 Chainz shitted on him. Come on.
I can't afford 2 Chainz lean.
Yeah, because he drink fake lean.
For real?
Don't talk to him like that.
Won't fake weed too.
Leave him alone, Snoop.
He gonna
look. Yo, he fuck with you. Listen, give me some love. He fuck with you. When Snoop pass your blunt, he fuck with you.
I fuck with the little homie. The little homie gonna be something.
Bought me a Chronic album for real.
I fuck with the little homie. He gonna be
But
something.
tell him you drink Factivist. Tell him.
No, I don't. It's called Caracol, people.
Caracol.
What do lean make you feel like? I never drunk that shit.
So Snoop.
What it make you feel like?
I don't know, man. Like you smoke like 1,000 fucking blunts. Like when it's the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You smoke mad blunts. You're already like, fuck. Like, and then it's that time, yeah.
So do you want to have sex when you on lean?
Nah, man, you just want to get head.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just head?
Yeah.
You don't want to move your hips around?
You just want to be like this. But that's not something, it's not a choice of my job.
I guess when we was young, we just was in the head too.
Listen. Now, can I talk to you?
Yes, please.
This is how we're going to end it. Because I love the way you just took it. These young brothers, they drinking lean. They can't even fuck. They bitches. Look, I'm 38 years old, Snoop.
So you saying
they
young
bitches want to fuck me?
Want that
I'm
long,
gonna keep it 100.
That holy rod.
My young niggas, I be coming out. I hang out with them, and they bitches come and say, "Yo, Slime, you still up?" I be like, "Slime, this long dick daddy, baby." Listen.
Big dick dangler, the whole strangler.
But I don't because I'm married, Snoop.
I feel you. But temptation is a motherfucker.
What I'm trying to say is the new generation too much hooked on drugs?
I think the new generation is doing what every generation before them has done.
Been doing, yeah.
It's just repeating itself. It's just a matter of they have to understand that don't let the drug do you. You understand what I'm saying? The way you can't be in control no more. One thing about my era, when I became a rapper, I was an ex-cocaine dealer. So my mission was to get rid of cocaine and to bring weed to the forefront. So my mission has been accomplished because now weed is legalized in the whole globe and it's coming slowly but surely to a hood near you. So
make some noise for that.
Yeah, for real.
When you say coke, was it powder or was it crack?
I sold crack.
Okay.
Yeah. I sold that hula dula.
You want some good crack?
I sold that hula dula.
I want some right now.
Hula dula, the crack house ruler.
I'm trying to lose weight.
That hula dula. Who want that hula dula?
Okay, Snoop, I'm sorry. It's a Trick Daddy friend. They smoke crack over here. Sorry.
Boom. We smoke boom. And I don't smoke it.
They call that a primo when they put that inside of a joint. They put sprinkle a little bit in the joint.
Did you hear about how Miami niggas they keep it real?
Yeah, they do their thing.
Yeah, they smoke that dank.
Man, and they gangsters a motherfucker out here. I respect the 305 in a real motherfucking way.
They different.
No, I respect them niggas.
Yeah.
Believe that.
Because you been coming out here 20 years. Keep it real.
I fucks with him.
Shit, we just found out Daz lives out here in Miami Lakes.
He lives in the hood.
That's that nigga cousin.
He fucked our head up when he said that.
You don't remember that nigga? That's his first cousin.
That's
too.
my blood cousin.
Yeah, that's his blood.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When Dad said that shit, I said, damn, these niggas been out here.
So Snoop
forever.
As long as I've been out here, and you my relative, nigga. Goddamn it, make some noise for me. Goddamn it.
No, believe
I don't even know.
My
Yo, so
relative,
Snoop.
what it do?
So, I can't thank you enough for sitting down with us smoking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna smoke. You got another rolled up blunt too?
Right here.
Can you give me
Cuban
one?
goodbye.
Is this 50 shit right here? F and vodka?
Yeah, that's Evan Vodka. Yeah, can we fuck with 50?
Shit.
I fuck with 50.
We got 50 shit and we got puffy shit.
We got puffy. Listen,
There's mad beef on the table.
Rich would not take more check slide.
Yo,
Wait, look, so
the bottles is beefing right now.
So Puffy, they ain't even supposed to be this close together.
No, watch out. They gonna fight.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do what you gotta do, Snoop. 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 Do what you gotta do,
I'ma tell.
No, that's you. You making the piece. You making the piece.
Which one of these bottles can bust a nigga over the head?
I don't know. But one of them niggas gonna get the check.
Drink chance we need.
Yo, listen. A lot of people can do what we just did. Right now, we sat down and talked to the boss of another coast. We chopped it up, we had fun, we laughed, we smoked, we drank, we did all that. A lot of y'all people, I don't know what. I don't know what it is. What is? Fuck it, leave that shit on my shit. A lot of y'all can't do that. We just did it with Snoop Dogg.
He's smoking on some real Cali too.
And that's
that
some
shit,
real Cali.
That shit in his hand right there, that's that do it fluid.
And
that's
look,
that
I'm pimping the
electrifying.
collar.
He popped it.
I'm pimping the collar. Look. I don't even know why I'm pimping the collar. I'm pimping the collar. But
That's
come
that
on, we're gonna do a drop.
electrifying
Let's do a
leave you
drop.
crying.
Let's do it. End the picture.
Yeah, that's that electrifying.
Yo, wait, hold
leave you
on.
crying.
Make
No
some noise
denial.
for Snoop Dogg, everybody.
Yeah, Kool-Aid man, baby.
What is it?
Oh, all that.
I like that. I like that feedback.